Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. Now take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Excuse me. Today's puzzle is called Cloister by Michael Lefkowitz, and here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region. We also have chess sums, where a digit on a chess piece is the sum of the digits in cells the chess piece could move to in a single move. Bishops and kings, we don't have a king example here, can only move to cells in the same 3x3 box, but knights can jump into other boxes. So, for example, this cell must be equal to the sum of the digits where it can move to. It can only move to cells in the same 3x3 box, so this would be the sum of these two cells. This would also be the sum of these two cells. This would be the sum of these two cells. This would be the sum of these two cells. This would be the sum of these two cells. However, knights, so say we had a knight actually in this spot, then it would be the sum of all the digits that are a knight's move away, regardless of the box, because knights can jump to other boxes. But bishops and kings can only move to cells in the same 3x3 box. And that's how chess sums work. We also have dynamic fog, where fog covers part of the grid. Placing a correct digit will clear fog. It will clear fog. We don't know where the fog is, though. That's why it's called dynamic fog instead of just normal fog of war. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. So this knight is the sum of these two cells. This knight is the sum of these two cells. And this knight must be the sum of these two cells. So this bishop, sorry, this is a bishop. I don't know why I kept saying knight. These bishops must add up to these two. This must add up to these two. This must add up to these two. And we have a knight in each of the corners. So the knight always adds up to at least 3. So the bishops in each of box 3, 7, and 9 is the sum of 2 digits, one of which is a knight. The knight must be the sum of 2 other digits, so the bishop must be 6 through 9 in box 3, 7, and 9, right? So this is essentially the sum of these 3 digits. This is a sum of these 3 digits. This is a sum of these 3 digits. So these digits must be 1 through 6. These digits must be 1 through 6. And these digits must be 1 through 6. Okay. This digit is the sum of these two. So it could be 3 through 9 here. This is also the sum of those two. So it's 3 through 9. That means these are 1 through 8. And we have 1 through 8. This is 1 through 8. 1 through 8. This must be 3. It could be 3 through 8 here. Right. This is also 3 through 8 because it's the sum of these two cells. What else do we have? So of these digits, what are essentially the limitations? These two digits must contain two digits from 1 through 4. Sorry, one digit from 1 through 4. Oh, that's interesting. Because these two digits must be one from 1 through 4. Same with this. So this is basically symmetrical around the negative diagonal here. So whatever occurs for column 8 must also occur for row 8. So we can look at one of them and then identify essentially restrictions. One of these digits is from 1 through 4. Assuming, because this is either this is at most 182736 or 45, because it adds up to 9 if that were the case. But because one of these digits is 1 through 4, you can only have at most 3 other digits from 1 through 4 in these cells. So at least one of these digits must be a 5 or a 6. Anytime you have 3 unique digits adding up to summing up to another digit, you always have 2 digits from 1 through 3, right? So, in this cell, you have to have, in these 3 digits, you have to have 2 of them from 1 through 3. So say it was 2 in this direction, or we're looking at this one. We're looking at row 8 right now. Say it was this direction. You are guaranteed, okay. You are guaranteed a digit from 1 through 3 in one of these 2 cells. And it cannot be, so you cannot have, if you have 2 in this direction, that would mean 2 going, you cannot have 2 going this way. So one of these digits would be 4, 5, or 6. This would be 1, 2, or 3. So that would guarantee this has to be 4 and 5 for those cells. Right? Because these we're assuming these 2 digits are from 1 through 3. And this is 4, 5, or 6. Or it could actually be another digit from 1, 2, or 3. So we're guaranteed 2 digits from 1 through 3. You could have actually 3, obviously, if they add up to 6. But we're assuming 2 digits this way going from 1 through 3. If that were the case, well, you can only have 1 here. So this is a digit from 1 through 3. One of the digits from 1 through 3 has to be here, which means this cannot contain the digits 1 through 3. This has to be a 4-5 pair then. If that were the case, this would be 4, 5. This would cannot be 4 or 5 because you have one digit from 1, 2, or 3. The other digit is from 4, 5, or 6. So this would have to be 1, 2, or 6, which would force this to be 1, 2, or 3 here. So this would be the other 1, 2 here. And you'd have a contradiction. Because you have 4, 5 here. This would have to have a 6 with 1 or 2. 6 can only add up with 1 or 2 to add up to 9. But 4 and 5 can only add up to 9. So you have a 9 here and you'd have a 9 here, which is not allowed. Therefore, we showed that this assumption that you have 2 digits here from 1, 2, or 3 is not allowed. And so then it works the same way with column 8. So this cannot be 1, 2, or 3. This has to be 4, 5, or 6, which means this can't be 6. This can't be 4, 5, or 6. We have 1, 1, 2, or 3 here. And if we have a 4, 5 here, we have the same problem, right? So say this was 4 and 5. So say this was 1, 2, and 3, right? That means this is 4, 5 added together. That forces this to be 6. 6 can only add up with 1 and 2 to add up to 9, but 4 and 5 can only add up to 9. So you'd have two nines again in row 7. So this cannot be 2 digits from 1, 2, and 3. This has to be 1 digit from 1, 2, or 3. So similarly, this must be 1 digit from 1, 2, or 3. So we need to have a digit from 1, 2, or 3 here, and then it can combine with any other combination. So this has a digit from 4, 5, or 6, which means this can't be 6 here. This can't be 1 and 2 added together. If this is 1 and 2, this becomes 3, and these digits are 4 and 5 at minimum, which would not add up to 9. I think same with 4. Right, you have to have one digit from 1, 2, or 3 here. And the other one can be, we don't know. So this digit is a sum of these two digits, which at most is 5. So this cannot be 3, 4, 5. Right, it also has to add up with these two to add up to this digit. So this similarly can't be 3 or 4 because we try to have two digits from 1, 2, or 3 there, and that's not possible. Because again, we need 1 here, we need 1 here, and this has to be the last one. Hmm. Can these ever not be 9? Yes, but if they're both 9, sorry, if neither of these are 9, this becomes a 7, 8 pair. So we're assuming this is 9 here. So if we make this 9, this would be a 7, 8 pair, which would mean this could not be 6 with 1 or 2, adding up to 9. This could not be 6 with 1 or 2, adding up to 9. Therefore, this would either be 1, 2, 5 or 1, 2, 4. This would be 1, 2, 5 or 1, 2, 4. And because 1 of 4, 5 is here, which must be the one that has 4, 5 in row 8 must be the 7, right? So the other one has to contain a 5, which would be 8. So you would have 1, 2, 5 on one end and 1, 2, 4 on the other end. Therefore, this would have to be 3, 6, which is possible. So the only time this is 9 is if this is 3, 6. So that's possible. Therefore, you can't have an 8 here. You can't have a 7 here. So we know then this cannot be 8 or 7. And therefore, we have a 1 through 6 combination, a sextuplet in row 8, which eliminates 1 through 6 in the rest of the row. So it's 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9 here. So similarly, we have a combination. This can't be 7 or 8. So actually, that's not true. We've eliminated 1, 8, not 1, 7. So we could have actually 1, 7 there. That's actually that was a bad assumption there. So say we had 1 and 7. That would force this to be 8. So we already had the assumption that we had 9 here, and it led to this having to be 3, 6. So you can't have 2, 7 there, but what about 1, 7? Maybe. This can't be 8, this can't be 8. There's no 1 here, there's no 1 here. There is a 9 possible. There's a 7 also, and it has to be 1, 2, and 4. And we have a problem then. If this is there is a 7 in one of these two spots. So say we have 1, 2, and 4 here. Well, that would eliminate 2 and 4 here as possibilities. So that would be 3 and 5 at minimum. So this would have to be 1, but you'd have 2 1s in row 7. So this can't work for 1, 7. Well, what happens if this side is 7? If this side is 7, it's 1, 2, and 4. So again, this can't be 2 and 4. This is 3, 5 at minimum, which would force this to be 1 to add up to 9. And that's not allowed because then we'd have a 1 here and a 1 here. So 1 and 7 does not work there either. So we've also shown that 7 can't work here, and because of that, we have the 1 through 6 sextuplet, which makes it 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, because again, we are symmetric around the negative diagonal. In box 9, we already have a 7, 8, 9 triplet, so that cannot contain the rest of the digits, cannot be 7 through 9. So this has to be 1 through 6 in the rest of the box. That's interesting. What else do we know? So, one of these digits must be 6. One of them has to be 5, and the other one has to be 4. Can this ever actually be 5? If this is 5, it would have to be 1, 4 here. With 5 and 6 on the outside. So this did, okay, 2 of these digits are from 1 through 3. 2 of these digits are from 1 through 3. One of these digits is from 1 through 3. We only have one other 1 through 3 possible in rows 7 and 8. But that doesn't really tell us much. This can't be 6 for the same reason as this. Right, because it has to have at least one digit from 4, 5, or 6. Same here. Why can't that digit be 8? It should be able to be 8. What else do we have? Okay, we have these 2 digits. One of them must be 1 through 3, the other is 4 through 6. Okay, so can this be 5 here? You could have 5 with 1, 4, 1, 4. That eliminates 1 and 4 in the rest of the row. One of these has to be 6, so therefore one of these is 9. The other one is 5. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't work. If this is 5, 1, 4, 5, this has to be 1, 4 adding up to 5. This has to be 2, 3, 5, and 6. Actually, yeah. Okay. It's that. We have 6 digits. Right. We have 6 digits here, adding up to 21. These two add up to this. These 4 with these two add up to these 2. So this is at minimum 1 and 2. This is at minimum 1 through 6. So this has to be 5, 6, 8, 9, or 7, 8, 9, because these add up to 21 with 1 through 6. These two add up to at least 1 and 2, which is 3. Oh, 21 plus, no, it has to be 5, 7, 8, 9. So we know, okay, so we know this can't be 3. Because if this is 1 and 3, and these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, adding up, that's 21 plus 4, which is 25, and these 3 digits must add up to that, which is not possible for 3 unique digits. Because 7, 8, 9 adds up to at most 24. So this cannot be 3, this cannot be 3, and similarly, this can't be 3, and this can't be 3. We have a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair in box 9, which eliminates 1 and 2 in the rest of the box. This has to be 7, 8, and 9, which leaves 3, 4, 5, 6 in the remaining cells because of the 7, 8, 9 triplet in row 7. This also is 3 through 6. Interesting. So this is 1, 2, and 1, 2, which forces this to be 3. That eliminates 3 in any of these cells, so it's 4, 5, and 6 to add up with 7, 8, to add up to 7, 8, 9. This 3 eliminates 3 here and here. That eliminates 1 and 2 from being here, because, again, 1, 2, and 1, 2 would add up to 3 for that night. So this can't be 1, 2, this can't be 1, 2 for the same reasoning. Okay. This bishop is the sum of these 2 digits. This knight is the sum of these 2, and these 2, and these 2. Well, minimum of that is 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, which adds up to 9. So since this is a minimum of 9, this must be 9, which means this can't be 9. So this can't be 8. And this can't be 6 or 5 or 4, because this can't add up to 9. This has to be a 1, 2 pair in each of these cells, which eliminates 1 and 2 in the rest of the columns they're in, or the rows they're in. Okay. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so this is at most 3 and 4. It cannot be 4 and 4, obviously. Can't be 4 and 5. This bishop is the sum of these 2, so it's at least 3 through 6, because it can't be 1 or 2. This must then be at least 3 and 4 added together, so this is 7, 8, or 9. We have a 7, 8, 9 triplet. Actually, this is the sum of 3 unique digits, these digits here. And these have to be at least 3 and 4, so this is 8 or 9. So you could have 1, 3, 5, or 2, 3, 4, or 1, 3, 4. So this is 8 or 9 here. So this has to guaranteed be 3. Because we can't have the 1, 2, 1, 2 pair. 3 cannot be here anymore. So 3 is in box 7, one of these 2. Okay, this is the sum of those 2. This is the sum already of those. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We have a 1, 2 triplet or pair in row 2, which eliminates 1 and 2 in the rest of the row. This can't be 1 or 2, therefore this is 3. So this can't be 3, this can't be 7. This is 3 and 4 adding up to 7, or 3 and 5 adding up to 8. So this is 4, 5. This is 3, which means 3 cannot be here. 3 has to be one of these two digits here. This can't be 3, obviously. We have a 4, 5, 6 triplet, actually, in box 3, which eliminates 4, 5, and 6 in the rest of the box. Therefore, this must be 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. This can't be 1 or 2 because of the 1, 2 pair in the row. This is 7, 8, 9. We have a 7, 8, 9 triplet in box 3, which eliminates 7, 8, and 9 in the rest of the box. This is 1 or 2. Okay, so we can start mapping some of the 1 or 2s. We're going to make this blue and this green. That makes this a blue 1, 2, which forces this to be a green 1, 2. This green 1, 2 makes this a blue 1, 2, which makes this a green 1, 2, which makes this a blue 1, 2. We have a green 1, 2 somewhere. Okay, this has to, well, we don't know. It's not guaranteed this has to be 1 or 2. The green 1, 2 has to, okay, so the blue 1, 2 then in column 8 has to be one of these two cells. The green 1, 2 is one of those two cells. But both 1, 2s cannot be here, so this has to be the green 1, 2 because we have a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair here. This is the blue 1, 2, so the green 1, 2 can be either of these. We know blue 1, 2 cannot be here or here. So blue 1, 2 has to be one of those. Blue 1, 2 cannot be here, but it could be any of, it can't be here because of the 1, 2 pair there. So the blue 1, 2 is one of these 3. The green 1, 2 cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. So the green 1, 2 is one of those two. And the green 1, 2 could be any of these 3. Okay, that doesn't tell us too much. Unfortunately. So this is 3. We have 4, 5, adding up with 7 or 8 here. 9 is one of these two, but that doesn't tell us very much. We have a 4 through 9 in column 9 here. We have 1 through 6 in the remaining of column 5 because of the 7, 8, 9 triplet here. So this is 1 through 6, 1 through 6, 1 through 6. But this cannot be 1 or 2. This can't be 1 or 2 because of the 1, 2 pairs in the rows. This can't be 1 or 2 because of the 1, 2 pairs in the row. This is 1 through 6. We have a 3, 4, 5, 6 quadruplet in row 5, which eliminates 3, 4, 5, 6 in the rest of the row. This becomes a 7, 8, 9 triplet, which eliminates 7, 8, 9 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 7, 8, 9. This is 4, 5, or 6. 6 has to be one of these 3 digits here because it can't be in anywhere else in the row. So this cannot be 6 here. That doesn't really tell us very much. Can we start matching the 7, 8, 9s? I'm not sure. Actually, can this ever be 9? We know we have a digit from 1 or 2 here, and this is at most 6 for the other digit. Yeah, so this can never be 9. This is at most 2 and 6. Therefore, since that can't be 9, we have a 7, 8 pair in column 7, which eliminates 7 and 8 from the rest of the column. Therefore, this is 9. This must be 6 and 3, adding up to 9. And it's 1, 2, and 6 adding up to that 9. That eliminates 6 in the rest of the column and the rows. This can't be 9. This can't be 9. This must contain a 1 here. Okay. This must contain a 1 because 7, to have 3 unique digits add up to it, must either be 1, 2, 4. Well, it has to be 1, 2, 4. 8 can be 1, 2, 5 or 1, 3, 4, but they all require a 1. So 1 has to be here, which means in box 7, the 1 has to be in row 7 or 8. In box 9, the 1 has to be in rows 7 or 8. Therefore, this cannot be a 1. This has to be 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. So this is either 2, 5, 3, 4, or 3, 5 here. This can never be 1. If this were 1, it would add up with that most of 5 to add up to 6, but this can't be 6, right? Because again, these three digits must be 7, 8, and 9. So this can never be 1. Therefore, the blue is always 2. So the blue is always 2, which means the green is always 1. So this can't be 2. This can't be 2. This has to contain a 1. So this is 1, 2, and this cannot be 3 anymore. Where is the 3 in this box? This is 1 and 6 or 7 adding up to 7 or 8. This is then the green 1. This cannot be green. This has to be a blue-green pair. So this has to be 1 through 2, 1 or 2. This can't be 2. This is 3 or 4 or 3 or 5 here. This is 2 with has to be 5. That adds up to 7, which makes this 8. This is 8, which makes this 3 and 5. And it had to be that, actually. This is 4. 1 and 4 adding up to 5. 3 and 5 adding up to 8. This can't be 8. This can't be 4 or 5. This is 6. This can't be 5 or 6 because of the 5, 6 in the row. This 2, 5 pair is there. This can't be 7. This is an 8 and 9 pair here. These can't be 6. Where is the 6? Well, we have a 2, 5 pair in box 6, which eliminates 2 and 5 in the rest of the box. This becomes a 3, 4 pair, which eliminates 3 and 4 in the rest of the box. This can't be 4 or 5. This must be 6. This can't be 5 or 6. This must be 4, which makes this a 5. This can't be 1. 2 could be still any of these. One of these is a 3. So we can't have a 3 in the rest of the box. Therefore, and these can't be 4. So this becomes a 5, 6 pair. This 4, 5, 6 eliminates 4, 5, and 6 in the rest of the row. So this is 3. This is a 5-6 pair, which eliminates 5 and 6 in the rest of the box. So this is a 3-4 pair, which adds up to 7. So that makes this 8. This has to be 5 to add up to 8. This is 1 and 7. This can't be 7 or 8, so this is 9. This can't be 7 or 9, so this is 8. This can't be 9 or 8, so this is 7. That makes this not 7, so this is 9. This is 7. This is 8. This is 9. This can't be 7 or 9, so that's 8. The remaining digit in box 8 is a 9. This has to be a 4-6 pair. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so this must be 8, which means this is specifically 1, 3, and 4. So this is 1, this is a 3-4 pair. This is 2 then, which makes this 1, which makes that 2. This 3-4 pair eliminates 4 here, so this is a 6, so this is a 4. 6 and 5 have to be here, so this cannot be 5 here. We have a 3-4, 3-4 pair. This can't be 7 or 8, so this is 9. This can be either 3, 6, or 4, 5. We're not sure. So then this cannot, well, it could never be 5 and 6 added together. So one of these is 5 or 6. What else do we have? In column 2, we have the remaining digits are 5, 7, and 8. This can't be 5 or 7, so this is 8. This is 5 or 7, that's fine. This is 5 or 7. In the rest of, this can't be 3 because of 3 in the row. In row 1, we have 3, 4, and 9 remaining, which forms a 3, 4, 9 triplet, which eliminates 3, 4, and 9 in the rest of the box. This can't be 4, this can't be 3 or 4. That means in the rest of box 2, where can the 8 be? 8 can't be here, 8 can't be here, so 8 must be here. Whereas the 8 in column 4 cannot be here because of the 8 in the box. Can't be here, can't be here, so it must be here. So this is 8. You should have 9 8s. Yep, we do have 9 8s. The rest of row 2 has to be 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, 4 and 5 cannot be here, so this is 6 and 7. That 5, 6, 7 triplet in row 2 eliminates 5, 6, and 7 in the rest of the row, so this is 4. That means in column 1, we just have a 5 and a 6 remaining. So this is 5 or 6, this is 5 or 6. Well, in box 1, what is the remaining digit? It cannot be 5, 6, or 7 because of the 5, 6, 7 triplet. Can't be any of the filled-in digits. This must be a 3. Remaining digits in column 3 are 6, 7, 9. This can't be a 9, so this must be a 6 or 7. Where is the 9? It has to be here. So this is 9. This 8 is already the sum of 1 through 4. This 9 is the sum of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. These are all done. Everything else is done. So this is 7. It's just normal Sudoku now. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so this is 7, which makes this 6, which makes this 5, which makes that 7. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 6. 7 eliminates 7 here, it's 5. This can't be 5 anymore. This is 2, which makes this 5. So this is the blue 2, which means neither of these can be the blue 2. So this must be the blue 2, which means this can't be blue 2. This is green. This can't be green. This is the blue 2. So this is 2. This can't be the green 1 because this has to be the green 1. This is 2. This can't be 2 anymore. We have a 3, 4, 5, 6 quadruplet in box 5, which eliminates 3, 4, 5, 6 in the rest of the box. This has to be 7. This has to be 1. 7 cannot appear anymore in, well, this 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 5. This has to be a 6, 7 pair in row 3, and this can't be 7 because of the 7 in the column, so this is 6, this is 7. The 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 5 and 6. This can't be 5 or 6. That eliminates, we have a 3, 4, 3, 4 pair now in column 6, so this can't be 3 or 4. This is 9. This can't be 9. This can't be 3 or 4 because it must add up with 5 or 6 to add up to 9. So this becomes a 5, 6, 5, 6 pair. 6 eliminates 6 here, so this is 5. This is 6. This must be 4 and 5 adding up to 9. That 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 3, 4, 3, 4. 3, which makes us 4, 3, 4, and 3. And that's how you solve it. Yeah, apologies. I should have been able to spot this earlier. That these 3 digits are the sum of these plus these plus these, which trivializes basically everything. You're guaranteed a 7, 8, 9 triplet here, and then everything else is trivialized there. It becomes 1, 2. Yeah. How did I get 3 here? Because this was a 1, 2 pair. That's the reason why. Yeah. Because you were guaranteed that you had to have a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair here. 1, 2, 1, 2, which forces that to be 3. And that clears everything else from the fog of war. Which gives you that 9. And then, yeah, everything flows clearly from that. Pretty cool, actually. I should have spotted this earlier. I'm well enough versed in these type of puzzles to be able to see, in the sum puzzles to be able to see those. And I should spot it pretty quickly, but I just didn't. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.